Hey everyone, Matt Peiken here. If you've made Wake Up part of your daily local news diet, I would love it if you took just a moment to give it 5 stars on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify and write a glowing sentence or two if you have it in you. It makes a real difference in picking up new listeners. Thanks so much for the boost. All right, on with the news. Wake up, Cincinnati. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for tuning into your local newscast for Thursday, March 26th. Ohio overpaid publicly funded daycares by more than $1 million in 2025 because of inaccurate attendance reporting. Records show 61 providers in 9 counties were overpaid, including 12 in Hamilton County. 7 local centers still owe more than $91,000. Kia Kids LLC accounts for more than $72,000 of that and isn't listed in the state child care database. Most providers still operate and claim to accept public funding. State officials say they've built multiple layers of accountability and take fraud allegations seriously. Read more in the Inquirer. 2 Republicans are competing in the May 19th primary for Boone County Judge Executive. Incumbent Gary Moore has held the office since 1999. Challenger Chet Hand, elected to the county commission in 2022, helped lead a conservative movement that ousted several longtime lawmakers. Hand says it's, quote, a correction back to the principles of the Republican Party. Moore points to merging law enforcement agencies and managing growth while preserving farmland. The race also highlights differences over development, social media tone, and the role of local government. The winner will represent more than 91,000 county residents. Read more in the Inquirer. Hamilton County officials say overdose deaths have dropped to their lowest level since 2012. The county coroner reports 194 overdose deaths last year, down 66% from the 2017 peak of 570. Leaders with the county's Addiction Response Coalition say the progress reflects work across prevention, treatment, law enforcement, and public health. A recent youth survey found alcohol has replaced vaping as the most used substance, though overall substance use and reported stress and depression are down. Health officials are also tracking new threats in the drug supply, including xylazine. Read more at City Beat. Cincinnati's interim police chief is set to outline safety plans for the banks ahead of Major League Baseball's opening day, when an estimated 100,000 people head downtown for the parade, block party, and Reds game. The entertainment district saw shootings, fights, and theft last summer, prompting curfews and added patrols. A 9 p.m. curfew for unaccompanied minors will stay in place, but a 21 and over policy used last year won't be enforced. Tracy Schwegman says, quote, it's not really the day to restrict access and the flow of humanity. Read more at WCPO. And a plan to bring a sit-down restaurant to the West End has hit a legal roadblock. The city has approved $455,000 since 2023 to help renovate a former restaurant on Lynn Street for the West End Sports Bar and Grill. But in January, the landlord terminated the lease, alleging the business hadn't paid rent and owed more than $37,000. The landlord changed the locks and warned against entering the property. The city says it has paid about $66,000 so far and won't release more funding right now. You can read more in the Business Courier. I want to let you know this will be the final week of Wake Up broadcasts and that this Friday will be the last episode. I know for some of you this podcast became an important part of your local news diet, and I really appreciate you listening. I'm not saying it'll be gone forever, but for now I need to turn my attention to another project. If you're a regular listener, I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to write me at editor@wakeupthenews.org. I'll see you through the rest of this week.